Oh, what's up, JD aliens? Look, if y'all ever, this is the thing. I ate some chicken at lunch and it sent me into like this food coma. It was one of them naps. You ever take one of those naps where you gotta like take off not just your shirt, but you gotta take off all your clothes, like get into your nighttime gear, and then you just go into this deep coma? Yeah, I just woke up from one of them comas. Then I realized I never did this video. I gotta do this comparison for you guys.
Let's do it.
So what we have here is a speaker comparison. This is not my top 5 or the top 5 Bluetooth speakers. This is just a collection of what I have in the medium to smedium Bluetooth speaker segment. So this would be at the top of the scale as far as like medium speakers, and this won't be at the top of the scale as medium. This is like straight up medium, and this is more like a smedium. It's like a small and a medium put together in the Tribit. So this is the Tribit MaxSound Plus. I just reviewed this one a few hours ago. This one is the EarFun UBoom. This is the Tronsmart T6 Plus, and this, my friends, is the LG XBoom PK5. So what we're gonna do is a little sound comparison between all 4 of them, because I did the Tribit a few hours ago and I was like, man, this thing sounds crazy, mad loud, and good for its size. Nothing this size should sound this good and be this loud. And I thought, like, what about the other speakers I reviewed? And some of y'all was like, all right, I want to see a competition between some speakers. So here we go, man. Now, before we get into this competition, I got to tell y'all that they're all different prices. This one being the cheapest, this is the Tribit MaxSound Plus. This one is $55 on Amazon right now. This one is the EarFun, and it is $59. This one is listed at $69. That's $69 and then some change. And then we have the most expensive one at $96 online. So according to price, you would think they would sound like, you know, going up the chain. So let's just see how that works for us. I just wanted to put that out there because sometimes you do get what you pay for, and being that some of these speakers are more expensive than the others, if they sound the same or similar, you know, that's where you know you're getting like a real good deal or a bargain or something like that, you know, if you're paying the lower price and getting the higher price sound. Anyways, let's get on with this battle. Okay, we're all set up. Let me see here. I'm gonna play about 20 seconds from this song on each speaker. So this could end up being a lengthy video because I actually wanted to test out 2 songs. So that's 2 songs, 20 seconds a piece. So we'll see how this goes. But let me get these bad boys turned on. Let me tell you something about these Samsung phones, man. I can connect to up to, I think, 3 or 4 devices at the same time. That's pretty cool. So let me get this Tronsmart turned on. And then we'll get the LG turned on. Okay, we're all set to go. This is one of my favorite instrumentals. This one's called Bad Guy. Once again, 20 seconds from each song. Here we go. One last thing, they all have some type of superpower. This one has the X bass, which I have turned on right now. This one has outdoor sound, which I do not have turned on because the outdoor sound projects it in a different way. It sounds more solid in here with the outdoor sound off. And this one has 3 different EQ modes, one of them being a bass mode, but the normal mode sounds better than all of them. This one has clear vocal and bass enhancement, and I have both of those turned on. So now we can get this show on the road. Okay, that was 3/4 volume on all of them. Now let's crank it up all the way on each one of them one more time and play a song called Ball Out. It has a lot more range of sound, so that way we can get another test going. 20 seconds on each, starting with the Tribit. Okay, I don't know how it came across to you because there's a lot of post-processing and flying across the internet waves and stuff before it gets to whatever you're listening to the speaker test on, whether it be your mobile phone, tablet, computer, headphones, or Bluetooth speaker itself. Hell, one of y'all might be listening to this on the Tribit. Who knows, right? But this is how it sounded to me. So the overall loudness award goes to the LG XBoom PK5. This was definitely the loudest one. The lowest volume would have to be the Tribit. And yeah, it's the smallest. So, so that's the way it went. Honestly, as far as sound goes, I think they went in the order of pricing, to be honest with you. So this one sounds great and is very, very close to the EarFun UBoom. They're very, very close in sound signature, very bright, brilliant sounds coming out of these things. I cannot complain about the sound or the volume, especially for the speaker sizes of these. But I think the UBoom has a slight edge on it, just a very slight edge on volume maybe, but the clarity is still the same on both of them. But where the UBoom does have an advantage over the Tribit is that it has 360 sound, because I could clearly hear this thing sitting behind it as I was doing the demonstration. So you got a little bit of an edge here, being that the speaker setup is 360 here. So moving on to the next biggest speaker, it would be the Tronsmart T6 Plus. This one actually sounds a little muddy compared to all the rest of them. It sounded great by itself when I did the initial review, but sitting right next to all these other ones, even though these did not get as loud, I'm pointing at the smaller ones, even though the smaller ones did not get as loud, this one did not present the mids and the highs in the same way that the smaller ones did, and especially with the louder sound of the LG XBoom. So as far as like the clarity of sound, the Tronsmart T6 Plus actually loses to all of them. This one comes in dead last place, but it is the third loudest speaker. So if you're looking for loud outdoor volume, and that's where this one will probably shine, because when you're outdoors, yes, you'll have some mids and highs, but when you're outdoors listening to a speaker, you really do want that bass to travel. And this is definitely going to do it for you, because that's what it's built for. It's not really an indoor speaker. This is meant for, you know, just like being outdoors and having a lot of stuff going on around you, and you can still hear it because it does have that 360 sound and it does carry the bass. So that's what this one is built for. Now moving on to the LG XBoom Go PK5. Man, that's a long name. This is absolutely the best sounding speaker of the bunch. There's just something about that. You cannot compete with this Meridian technology it has at every single volume. At full volume and even 3/4 volume, the sound is still immaculate. No, it does not have 360 sound. It did not sound great, you know, from the rear of the speaker, but from the front of the speaker, you just cannot beat the sound that comes out of these speakers. The PK5 and the PK7 are just two of my favorites, and they're never going anywhere. This one thumps so hard, and the bass is better than all the rest of these, and the clarity and balance of everything is better than all the rest of these. And it costs the most. So as far as the bass, if you want to just throw some bass at somebody and some loudness, you definitely got to go with the T6 Plus or the XBoom Go PK5, because that's just what they're made for. But this one also packs in some nice balanced sound and clarity at all volume levels. It's that Meridian technology. You just can't beat it. But it does cost the most, man. You're going to have to throw your wallet at the computer screen twice in order to pick this up. The rest of these, all you got to do is throw your wallet at the computer screen once and you're good to go. Let's put this down. Going down to the smaller speakers. Man, this is a tough competition. Which one do you pick out of either one of these? I guess it really just comes down to form factor because they both have such a similar sound signature and they're only just like a slight difference apart as far as volume. So it just depends on form factor. Do you need a 360 sound? Are you going to be putting this in a cup holder or anything like that? Or are you better off, or are you planning to put this thing on a shelf or a desk or something like that? Because that's what this one is built for. Either way, you're going to save $5 if you go with the Tribit because this one's $55, this one's $59. Once again, this one is $69, and then we jump all the way up to $96 with the LG XBoom PK5. That's a long name. You know what's cool about this Tribit speaker though? I really, really like it. This speaker is the smallest one of the bunch, but it thumps so hard, and that's why I even have it in this category. I don't know, it's like a medium speaker. It's like on the small speaker side, but it plays with the medium speakers very well, like I just demonstrated. It's like that little cousin you got, or the little brother. Like everybody else is like, I don't know, like 16, 17 years old. And then you got that one little brother or cousin who's like, I don't know, 10 or 11. And you know, he tries to be cocky and he tries to run with the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? I was that guy. I was the small guy running with all the OGs. So this is like me when I was younger, man. I was a little scrub trying to hang out with the big dogs. And I did it well, man. I was a young G hanging out with the OGs, and that's where the Tribit stands. Enough of these speakers, man. Let's talk about my social media accounts, man. If you now follow me on Instagram, then what are you doing with your life, man? You just kind of missing out. I'm just playing. Ain't really much going on over there. But if you do want to hang out after this video, I'm on Instagram kind of all the time. But now I got to close out this video. So if you had a good time checking out these speakers with me, make sure you throw those emoji hands up in the comment section, and I'll see y'all at the next one. Hey, where you going? No. Sit back down. We got to talk about this. You didn't have a good time? All right then, hit the subscribe button. There you go, reach down there. There you go. And then hit the bell because you need to know when I'm opening up more new stuff. You got to come right back here and check this stuff out. Now, don't you feel like a better human being? All right, I knew you would. All right, man, I'll see you soon.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?